seeing Albuquerque the Wine Festival pop up on our calendar made us wonder about the economics of winemaking here in New Mexico. Photojournalist Robert McDermott went to the South Valley Sheehan Winery to talk about it with Sean Sheehan.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll mix sangria with that stuff. You know, definitely not what we're gonna pour for the Psalms. In 2005, that was my first harvest, and the wine bug just bit me. I love it. You know, not a better thing to do as far as I'm concerned. I'm still a little boy at heart, so the forklifts and the pumps and the presses, like, it's fun. It's exciting, especially harvest time. Everybody kind of pitches in together. Everybody works together. There's a real community in New Mexico wine. I want everybody making good wine in the state. I really want to change the culture and make it such that we really have a culture of wine. My initial goal for my adult life was to have my own winery, and I've been very fortunate to get to that point. And now my goal, more than selling an extra 2 bottles of wine or an extra 2,000 bottles of wine, is to be a part of building something where when people think of New Mexico, they think of wine. I want people to know about our soil. I want people to know about our vineyards. I want them to know the quality that we're producing in the state. We have a long history of making wine in New Mexico. 1629, everybody's proud. Oh, we're the oldest. Us and 3 other states claim to be the oldest wine growing region in the whole country. As far as I'm concerned, you know, the future is way more interesting than the past. When people talk to me about 1629, I say, oh, great, you know, 380 years of struggle. You know, we've really been making good wine since the 90s. So the wine business is pretty tough. It takes about 6 years to make your first dollar. If you plant a vineyard, your cuttings you put in the ground, and you're gonna wait until your 4th year until you get your first grape that you can really make into wine. So 4 years of growing grapes, 4 years of lighting money on fire, and then you know, crush your grapes, do your fermentation, put the wine in the barrel, and then you wait 2 years before you've got a bottle that you can go out to, like, the Memorial Day Wine Festival and sell. We're absolutely an emerging wine region. Our quality is as good as anywhere in the world. We sell almost all of our wine inside the state of New Mexico. We're a winery that gets every grape from local growers here in the south in New Mexico, and as a result of that, we're able to talk to people about supporting farming, supporting agriculture in New Mexico, and that by buying our wines, they're absolutely supporting small growers. The South Valley is a beautiful place, and to be honest, you know, we're on about an acre here. We're 2 blocks into the county, so they let you put a winery in your backyard. You'll notice that there are no wineries in Albuquerque proper except for Gruet. All the wineries are in Corrales, Los Ranchos, down here in the South Valley, and that's because in the county, they pretty much let you do what you want, which is wonderful. And so for us, what we do is we end up selling the wine to the people 1 bottle at a time. We make a personal connection. Ultimately, because New Mexico wine is still this emerging market, this emerging wine industry, we have to put it in people's glasses if they're gonna buy it from us. There's absolutely enormous potential for the New Mexico wine industry to grow. We're starting to put New Mexico on the map. So the reason that we had struggles with the quality of New Mexico wine for the first 370, 380 years of wine production in this state is that while we're blessed with these high desert soils, those soils are not acidic enough. And so the grapes come in at too high a pH. What happens is that if your juice is not acidic enough, you can have a lot of spoilage organisms living in it. So before we add the yeast, before we do anything else, we add tartaric acid, which is the natural acid in grapes, and move our pH, make our juice a little more acidic so all the bad guys die. That was the single greatest limiting factor in the quality of New Mexico wine, is that people didn't know that fact until about 20, 30 years ago and weren't doing that process. So only certain places in the world, largely places that have hot days and cool nights, are able to have grapes that are ripe both in a sugar acid way and in a flavor way at the same time. Basically in the Northern Hemisphere, if you're not picking in September and October for your red grapes, you can't make good wine. So we're very blessed here in New Mexico to have that advantage. The last grapes we pick every year, we pick around October 15th. We're lucky to be able to be picking grapes later and later into the season, and that longer hang time results in more and more flavor in the grapes themselves and then subsequently in the wine. Without good grapes, it's impossible to make great wines. The Memorial Day Wine Festival, the Albuquerque and Las Cruces Wine Festivals are absolutely essential for us to stay in business. Those are pay your bills festivals. We absolutely rely on wine festivals in general to continue to do this full time. Our little winery has signed up for 63 different wine festivals throughout the whole state of New Mexico. You probably didn't know there were 63 wine festivals, but in fact there are. Last year I drove 35,000 miles. So I've been to every small town in New Mexico. So it makes me feel good because I know we're just fighting perception now. We're not fighting for quality. We've got the quality now. It's just a matter of putting the wine in the glass and making it such that people understand that we're making some of the best wine in the world here in New Mexico.